Stop. This video is not for lazy people. This video is for the ones who dream big at night but can't get out of bed in the morning. You know exactly who you are. You have a vision. You see the life you want so clearly it almost hurts. The business, the body, the freedom, the success. It's all there. In your head. Crystal clear. But then, you don't do anything. Days pass. Weeks pass. And the only thing growing is the gap between who you are and who you know you could be. That gap, it's slowly killing you inside. You're not lazy in the traditional sense. You're not someone who wants nothing. You're someone who wants everything but builds nothing. And that's a different kind of pain. Today we're going to dissect the psychology behind the most frustrating contradiction. Why do some people dream so big but act so small? This is the psychology of the lazy ambitious. Let's start with a hard truth. Ambition without action is just entertainment. Your brain loves to dream. Dreaming about success activates the same reward centers as actually achieving it. So when you visualize your future empire, your brain gets a little hit of dopamine. It feels good. It feels productive. But it's a lie. You're getting the reward without doing the work. And your brain thinks, why bother with the hard part when imagining is so much easier? This is the first trap. Dreaming has become your drug. And like any drug, it keeps you numb to reality. Now let's talk about the second trap. The perfectionist paradox. Ambitious people set high standards. That sounds like a good thing. But here's the dark side. When your standards are sky high, starting feels terrifying. Because anything less than perfect feels like failure. And for someone whose identity is built on being capable and talented, failure isn't just disappointing, it's an existential threat. So what do? You don't start. You research more. You plan more. You wait for the right time. You tell yourself you're being strategic. But really, you're hiding. Because if you never truly try, you never truly fail. And you can protect the illusion that you could have done it if you really wanted to. That's not ambition. That's fear cosplaying as perfectionism. The third trap is the most painful. The identity gap. Deep down, you don't believe you're the person who can actually achieve what you dream about. You can see the successful version of you, but it feels like a different person. A stranger. Someone you admire but don't recognize as yourself. So when it's time to act, your brain whispers, that's not who we are. We don't do things like that. Who are you to think you can pull this off? This is called self-concept. Your brain is wired to keep your actions consistent with your identity. If deep down you see yourself as someone who doesn't finish things, you will sabotage every attempt to finish things. Your ambition lives in your imagination, but your identity lives in your actions. And right now, they're at war. The fourth trap is invisible. Decision fatigue. Ambitious people don't just have one goal, they have 17. A business idea, a fitness goal, a creative project, a side hustle, learning a language, writing a book. Every single day, your brain is overwhelmed by possibilities. And when everything feels important, nothing gets done. Because choosing one thing means saying no to 16 others. And your ambitious brain hates that. It wants all of it. So instead of doing one thing well, you do nothing at all. Paralyzed by potential. Now here's what nobody tells you. Lazy, ambitious people are not broken. They're just using the wrong strategy. You've been trying to motivate yourself into action. But motivation is not your problem. You're already motivated. That's why you have ambitions. Your problem is friction. The gap between thinking and doing is filled with invisible resistance. And you need to learn how to remove it. Here's how. Rule 1. Shrink the target. Your brain doesn't fear hard work. It fears uncertainty and overwhelm. So don't try to build a business. Try to write one sentence of a business plan. Don't try to get fit. Try to do one push-up. Make the target so small it feels stupid. Because stupid targets actually get done. And done is better than perfect. Rule 2. Kill your options. Stop keeping 17 goals alive in your head. Pick one. Just one. For the next 90 days, that's your thing. The others aren't dead. They're just sleeping. But right now, you need focus. Because energy divided is energy wasted. Rule 3, change your identity first. Stop waiting until you achieve something to feel like that person. Start acting like that person now. Don't say, I want to be a writer. Say, I'm a writer who is just getting started. Don't say, I wish I was disciplined. Say, I'm becoming someone who keeps promises to myself. Your brain will resist at first, but actions shape identity, and identity shapes actions. Start the loop. Rule 4. Make it ugly. Give yourself permission to do it badly. Your first draft will be garbage. Your first video will be cringe. Your first attempt will be embarrassing. Good. Do it anyway, because the only way to get good is to first be willing to be bad. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is the goal, and progress is always ugly at the start. Now listen to me carefully. You are not lazy. You are ambitious and afraid, and that's a very human combination. The dreams you have are not accidents. They're signals. They're telling you what you're capable of. But capability means nothing without action. And action doesn't require motivation. It requires decision. One small decision. Right now. Today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you feel ready. Now, close this video. Pick one thing. Do the smallest possible version of it. And prove to yourself that you are not just a dreamer. You are a builder. You just forgot. Now go remember.